Hello, everybody. I am on the walk with the Poochie. There she is. And I'm just coming to tell you, it's great when we can remember things or have things that trigger us to remember things. My kid and I have been having some negative stuff. Not negative, just big, heavy, lots of things on. And we remembered, if it ain't a hell yeah, then it's a hell no. Granted, I said it a little bit more naughtily when I said it. But it's amazing how much that can shift. And I know not everything in our life we can say hell yeah to. But at least we can at least say yeah to it. Like, yeah, that's a pretty, a strong yeah. Then why not? And they had spent, as you know, last year overseas doing Rotary Exchange. Year before that, prepping for the Rotary Exchange, and they were taught to say yes to everything. Any opportunity that comes along, say yes. It'll lead you to something new, something different, which is a great way to attack life, right? It is. Like, say yes, get out of your comfort zone. Just try something new, get those synapses firing. But the problem is you also get stuck saying yes to everything. So you've got to find that harmony. The kid had a year 11, 12 excursion come up. And we're like, oh, it's an excursion to South Australia, to Cooper Pedy, to Uluru, up in Alice Springs. How amazing. Like, we've never been on that. Who knows when we'll get to. What the heck? I was starting to look like I had makeup on. Anyway, there's a little bit of my neurodiversity popping out. Anyway, so they said yes to that. And then there was a whole thing here in Australia. They have something called a debutante ball. Yes, it's the same thing as they had in the 1950s of presenting your virgins to society, though, we don't do it as the virgin thing anymore, but people still do it. And because we don't have proms here, we don't have galas, we don't have anything like that. We're lucky if we have school dances. And I didn't go to school here, but I'm just saying we as an Australian citizen. So I was like, child, do you want to do Deb? And they kind of hemmed and hawed, and they figured, yeah, why not, right? So we were looking at, the wind blowing my hair in my face. We were looking at them. So the month of April would have been the 2-week trip with school. And since they've come back from exchange, they haven't really made any close. They're making some friends. And some people they don't mind talking to and that sort of stuff, but they still don't have any close friends. They still kind of feel like maybe we should go somewhere else, that sort of thing. And so there was that on the table. Then there was this trip, which was, around, it wasn't cheap. Let's put it that way, it wasn't cheap. And then the debutante ball, which then you had to get a fancy dress, fancy white dress, mind you. Gloves and all this other stuff, and escort and dance lessons, and the parents even have to freaking pay to go see the bloody Deb. It's like we've already paid for all the lessons and everything else, and whatever else we got to pay for that I haven't worked out yet because this is not my thing. And then we got to pay for the tickets. It's like, what? Anyway, and there was something else that was trying to happen or going to happen or whatever. So the other day, I sit the kid down. Well, the kid, they were already sitting down. And I say the kid because they go by they, them, and it's just easier to say the kid, my child, or that kind of thing, as opposed to trying to get in with the they, them thing and getting all confused. But anyway, I said, look, the trip is this much. We still have to cover 9 meals out of that almost 2-week trip. We also have to get travel insurance on top of it. And it's not about the cost that I'm worried about, but the fact that you don't seem so keen on it. So I said, well, what do you want to do? You normally go to a group thing. It's called the Misfit Project. It's a decent click away from us, several clicks, if I remember what a click is. I don't know why I used that all of a sudden. Anyway, it's a decent place away, but they've gone to these special events on school holidays and stuff. And I said, look, you said you were going to be missing one of the your favorite group things. So what are they doing? And do you want to do that? Does that bring you more joy? Because I had said the night before with the Deb and everything, I said, you haven't seemed too excited about it. And if it's not a hell yeah, then it's a fuck no. But at least it has to be a hard, yeah, I really want to do this. Even if it's not a hell yeah, I want to do this. Because there's no point. And that's for all of us, adults, children, whatever. If it's not something that really resonates with us and makes us feel excited and like giggly and all that, then why do it? Yes, I know a lot of people don't like their work, they don't like this, they don't like that. But we like the outcomes of the work. We like having our bills paid. We like having the house. We like having the food. We like having, the internet. So there are things we can change our mindset on those. But I'm talking about the extra stuff, And we'd been struggling for a few weeks, just this heavy energy in the house. And I kept trying to lift myself. And I would a little bit here and there. But once the kid made a decision, we had that hell yeah or hell no. And they looked at what what that group was doing. And I was like, look, if you want to cancel going on the excursion with school, and you'd rather go to this camp for 3 days down the beach, I don't care about the money. Of course, the beach thing's a lot freaking cheaper. But it's not about the money. It's about what's going to be good, what's going to make you bring you joy. And they looked at me and said, the camp, Mum. And I said, are you sure? I said, because I need to cancel with the school that you're not going to be going to the excursion. Yep, I'm sure. And as soon as they made that choice, oh my gosh, guys, the smile on their face, the light beaming from their eyes, the absolute joy, I could feel it. I started sitting there giggling, and over nothing other, for me, it was to see my kid happy, but also it was the release of all that heavy energy, you know what I mean? And the increase of joy back into the house. And yeah, it was really nice. And I think I just spit while I was talking. Sorry about that. I'm salivating at the joy. But yeah, it was really cool. And I wanted to share this with you so you can see, it doesn't have to be major life decisions. It doesn't have to be, are we going to stay here? Are we going to move towards the beach? Are we going to, well, that's something that we're looking at anyway. Or are we going to, do this or do, it was just a simple, do you want to go on the school trip? Or do you want to go to the camp that you normally go to with the people that help light you up and lift you up and you feel comfortable and safe with? Once that choice is made and you choose what's really in your heart, what you really want to do, oh, it makes a difference. And as much as I try to keep my vibration high and not let other people lower it, my kid has a deep impact on my vibration, I've noticed. And I'm working that it'll be the other way around, that I can lift them up instead of them bringing me down with all the teenage crap. But I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. This morning I did my meditations that I've been doing for a couple of weeks now. I've got one on a thing called Insight Timer and then 2 on my Spotify that I do in a row. And it's been a nice little cocktail. So I got in coherence and I am feeling great and I'm excited about my life again. I mean, not that I hadn't been overly, excited, but I was pushing. And maybe I'll make a video about that too next. All right. I love you guys. Remember, it's not a hell yeah, it's a hell no. Much love.